Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have numerous pieces of news that were announced. Let me actually start with what was announced yesterday. I think I'm on the global version. Let's go ahead and switch over to the JP version right here. So we do have an update that's coming. And there's going to be maintenance. There's going to be maintenance of both global and JP Dokkan coming up, right, on the 22nd. Now, if we take a look at this, right, this is going to be version 5.12.0. The only major thing that they teased is that EZAs, so if you do auto in an EZA, and then you move to the next stage, when the battle starts, it's not already in auto mode. They're updating this so that it will be in auto mode. Thank you, Dokkan, for adding this after I finished all the Stage 77 titles, you bastards. But that is pretty good. The fact that you could just, like, you'll keep auto on when going into the EZA stages. I know it seems like not really that big of a deal, but that is actually a nice quality of life thing. If you're grinding any EZAs, you will feel this, right? Like, this is something that's a little bit meaningful. We'll see if they add anything else to this besides just, you know, the EZA's auto thing. All right, so we had two events announced tonight. Oops, I'm very silly today. Okay, so we had two events announced tonight. Now, we have this Dragon Ball story right here. This is coming to both Global and JP. Both of these events were announced on Global and JP, right? We have the JP and Global, like, info here. So this is the first Dragon Ball story that is not going to be kind of created by, you know, revamping a story event, right? This is a brand new event completely. I assume that this is going to cover the entirety of the Pilaf arc, right? Now, the reason okay, there is something interesting about this Kid Goku I'm going to point out in 2 seconds, right? So, Grand Adventure, Quest for the Dragon Balls, you know, again, this is going to be like the Pilaf arc, probably going up to when Goku goes Great Ape, right, at the completion of that arc, and then immediately after Goku goes Great Ape, then he, you know, goes to train with Master Roshi, right? So we have a support memory that we'll be able to grind up from this. Meet the Flying Nimbus. A lot of times these aren't the craziest, but you never know. They easily could make this have some value for players, right? Definitely could be good. And I always do like the support memories having like these different, you know, animations and stuff like that. Now, the thing that's funny is on Global, they kind of said, okay, what the support memory is going to be. On JP, they actually showed a little bit of a teaser that we have this Kid Goku right here, right? So this is going to be a new free-to-play SSR Kid Goku. Kid Goku is, you know, there's, I guess, a lot of characters that are decent now. We have Path to Power Dokkan Fest Kid Goku. Then we have the Int Dokkan Fest Kid Goku's EZA, who's pretty decent. I do think a Great Ape Kid Goku could be a fantastic, like, LR or Dokkan Fest or something like that they could drop, right? So let's take a look at what Kid Goku does. So 70% attack and defense on Super Attack, 10% attack and defense for each Dragon Ball Saga ally in the team, 30% attack and defense additional, medium chance to be a Super with a Warrior Race and Earth ally attacking the same team. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to say, right? They just gave us these two free-to-play characters. I actually could pull up Jackie Chun as well, and I'm going to. They just gave us these free-to-play characters, who all three are very good. I don't think you could really ask for much more from free-to-play characters like this. These are legitimate options you can run in all content. Very good designs, very strong characters all around. So I would say that there's actually a pretty decent chance that this Kid Goku could be okay. He could be a decent character. Now, the one thing I do want to quickly point out about this Kid Goku is that this is only going to be the second Goku character who will not be on the Turtle School category. At least he probably shouldn't be. I mean, we'll see, like, from exactly the moment that they grab him and stuff like that. Let's pull up Path to Power Kid Goku. And then let's pull up, this is the earliest Kid Goku, like, because this is from the fight against Jackie Chun, right? Whereas, you know, this is like Red Ribbon Army Saga. These are from the movies. I guess, actually, this Kid Goku, is this Kid Goku on Turtle School? Yeah, he's not. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even... I had forgotten about this guy. Yeah, this kid Goku is not... Dude, you gotta... Oh my god, this is comedy. He's not on the Turtle School category, which I would say is kind of correct, right? Like, he shouldn't... Because this is before he trains with Roshi, but he does have the Turtle School link. I mean, there's category shenanigans and stuff like that with very early characters, right? From before, like, they were kind of making characters with categories in mind. But this Goku is going to be, you know, essentially from that same part of the story. So this Goku's probably not going to have the Turtle School. It took me a very long time to get around to that point, but that's what it is. Keep in mind that this kid Goku is probably not going to have the Turtle School category. All right, so we sort of talked about that. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. We don't need to look at this kid Goku. Okay, so this, I think, is actually kind of interesting. So we have a new event. We have the global NJP info here. So, Behold Support Memory Boost. The new challenge event will soon be available. Only certain characters recruited from events can attempt this event. I do kind of like this, because, listen, you know, people are going to get mad at me, but, I mean, people get mad at you for everything, whatever. People love, in this community, to complain that there is nothing to do, they don't release content, they're stupid, blah, 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 and then they don't actually do the stuff when they do drop it, right? Like, I just want to point this out. So, I know a lot of the smartasses, like, don't grind these characters up ever, and then they drop an event where it's like they want you to use free-to-play characters you've grinded up, and they go, oh, well, I never grinded them up. Oh, well, you know, whose fault is that, right? Like, you know, my philosophy with this game, I mean, since day one, like, when I started JP, I always wanted to be ready for anything, right? So, we'll see. Now, the fact that you, according to this, have to be using free-to-play characters tells me that this is probably not going to be like a red zone level difficulty event, but they certainly could make this challenging in a fun way, right? Only using free-to-play characters. Now, I mean, they could definitely make this ass, right? Because, like, one of the last free-to-play events we got on JP was the LR Krillin Prime Battle Ize area, which is, like, actually some of the worst content that they have ever released in this game's history. That Krillin Prime Battle Ize area, it's so bad, it's unbelievable that they actually dropped that. Krillin came out, it was like the first? Let me just pull, yeah, here we go, right here. This is like one of the worst things they've ever done. Because you need to use 6 characters, and like most of the characters you're running don't have leader skills and stuff like that. They actually mentioned in the news here, I don't think I covered this in a video, but they mentioned that they're going to nerf it, right? Which they should, but the problem is that Krillin is not too strong in this. It's that they gave us a team where we can't use like characters with leader skills. So you just get one-shotted, and it's an easy area. You can't use items and stuff like that. It's just not fun, right? So, it's nice that they're updating this, but sure. Hopefully, now we have another, event where we're just using free-to-play characters. Hopefully this one can be a little bit better than that, right? We'll be able to get stones and memory medals. Now, I'm going to assume that, I guess it's obviously going to be this way, where it's going to be specific support memories are going to be the ones that are going to be buffed, right? Now, again, we have Gohan and Piccolo on the art right here, but I don't think they're buffing that support memory. It's too good. This is already one of the best in the game, right? A good example of like a support memory that could be buffed, maybe it'd be something like this right here. I don't know, like they could maybe increase this to like 4 turns or something like that. That could be pretty decent, right? Stuff like that. I would assume it's going to be these other support memories. What they probably would do is each support memory could get a stage, right? So, okay, if they're putting Gohan and Piccolo on the art, let's just take this Vegeta right here. Transcend the Super Saiyan. So this is essentially the beginning of the Cell Saga. So maybe this would be like stage 1, and the characters that we would be using for the stage would be the characters from this part of the story. I think that could be fun, right? So like Yardrat Goku, Prime Battle Cell, I think characters like that, so it's like, you know, maybe tied to the saga. So like we're using Android Cell Saga characters for that. Then let's say, you know, they're gonna do a support memory, I don't know, for like a Dragon Ball Super arc, and then we're using free to play characters from that. That could be fun, right? Like they could kind of like make it based around that. Again, I can't imagine that this is going to be super mega difficult to where it's going to be an insane challenge since we're using free to play characters, but we'll see. I mean, there are, you know, quite a few free to play characters at this point. I think they certainly can design it well where it could be challenging but fun at the same time. I think the number one thing, though, is to give us options, right? Like, if they're like, okay, you have to use these 6 specific characters, then the event probably won't be that fun because you're, like, you know, how are they going to balance it? And it could potentially be like the Krillin Prime Battle Ize area or something like that. So, we'll see. It is good that we are getting more content, more stages. I would say that there's a chance still that we could get an EZA character released on that day with these stuffs as well. I don't know, maybe some EZA. I don't know. I would think maybe like a Yellow Coin LR EZA or something like that, but we'll see. At least they are giving us some content here. So let me know what you guys think about the various news things. We've got the update, which is coming, which will allow us to keep auto on the EZAs. LR Krillin EZA area is getting nerfed. We have the Dragon Ball story around the first Dragon Ball arc, right, which will get us a new free-to-play character and a support memory. And then we have this challenge event in which we can power up our support memories. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.